Ukraine demands tougher sanctions on Russia after this morning's attack on its nuclear power plant, and Forbes reveals its top 50 travel and tourism leaders. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramya Faraj. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky is demanding tougher sanctions against Russia after this morning's attack on its nuclear power plant. Zelensky said an immediate reinforcement of sanctions against the nuclear terrorist state is necessary. It comes amid fears that fighting at the Zaporizhzhia plant could trigger a nuclear accident. European stocks tanked today in their third consecutive week of declines following reports of the nuclear power plant fire. European markets have been at the center of a market sell-off fueled by concerns about the region's geographical proximity with Russia and its heavy reliance on Russian gas supplies. Meanwhile, Asian stocks sank to an overall 16-month low today, with the Hang Seng index dropping 2.5%. The London Stock Exchange has suspended trading in the remainder of the Russian securities listed on the exchange. Earlier this week, it suspended trade on most of these securities. The LSE suspended with immediate effect trade in stocks of several Russian-based companies, including Sistema and Magnet. The commodity-heavy benchmark index has now erased all of its gains this year to trade 4.5% lower. But the LSE has still fared better than its European peers thanks to a rally in metal and oil prices. In other news, Forbes Middle East has revealed its first ranking of the Middle East top 50 travel and tourism leaders. The travel and tourism industry saw a revival in 2021 after one of the worst years in the sector's history. The list recognizes the leaders who are helping to drive its recovery. The UAE dominates with 24 leaders featured, followed by 11 in Saudi Arabia and 4 in Egypt. The hotels and hospitality sector dominates with 26 entries, followed by aviation with 17 entries and tourism with 7. Japan's Sony Corporation and Honda Motor Company are partnering to develop and sell battery-powered electric vehicles. The two companies say they'll form a joint venture this year, and they aim to begin selling the first model in 2025. Honda will be responsible for manufacturing the first model, while Sony will develop the mobility service platform. The presidents of both companies will hold a news conference in Tokyo tonight at 9 p.m. Gulf Standard Time. Also slated for tonight, Tesla should receive the official go-ahead from German authorities to begin production at its Gigafactory outside of Berlin. The plant is slated to produce 500,000 vehicles a year, and final approval is expected within hours. Elon Musk's Tesla benefited from an expedited preliminary approval process, allowing it to begin construction before receiving the final planning permission. But Tesla's early momentum was broken by a series of legal and administrative difficulties. Dior is reopening its sprawling flagship store and a museum at the label's historic Avenue Montaigne site this week after a 2-year revamp. It's the latest in a series of hefty real estate investments from luxury conglomerate LVMH in the French capital. The official opening of the complex, scheduled for March 6, follows on the heels of a flurry of inaugurations of new sites from the group in recent months, including a department store and 2 luxury hotels. I'm Ramya Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.